piece.
I mean, Lynn, like I was saying earlier in the show, Lynn and I, she's worked here 27 years. I've worked here 20 years. So between us, almost 50 years of showing jewelry. Honestly, most days of the week, she and I are doing jewelry. I would have never thought that there would be a possibility that we could bring not a pendant, but an entire necklace of Morganite. You know, when we were talking about zoisite, green and yellow zoisite being in the tanzanite family, this is in the emerald family. This is pink beryl. So it is a sister to the emerald, a sister to the aquamarine. It is a very, very rare, exotic, collectible gemstone. And Lynn, 165 plus carats.
No kidding. We broke that down earlier. It's about, you're paying for this necklace about $3 per carat weight for one of the rarest, most beautiful pink stones in the world, which of course is Morganite. Look at even the closure on here, Connie. Isn't that pretty? It's a little heart. 14 karat gold toggle closure. So if you wanted to wear that, that's why I wanted to pull it around. So I would even wear that off to the side or into the front, and that could be your little pendant. But we've never did anything like this before, nor will we again. And with the 5 flex pays and the special anniversary pricing, jump on in. This is what our collectors wait for. I mean, truly. And these are graduated individual beads here, anywhere from 5.5 millimeters in the back, and then they graduate up to about 10.5 millimeters in the very front.
Oh, that is beautiful. And you look at this. If you took one of these, let's just say we took that one right there, and we made a ring from it in gold. Yeah. We could easily sell it for hundreds, if not $549, certainly hundreds of dollars for a single stone. So if you bought this for the sheer carat weight alone and you were having it set into a ring and have it set into earrings, we have 30 people who can get this. If pink is your signature color, Lynn, there are so few pink natural gemstones.
Well, and that's it. And that's why this was actually named after J.P. Morgan, who was a huge gemstone, you know,
enthusiast.
Oh my goodness. And Tiffany has actually named this a gorgeous rare find after him. And it continues to be just that, something that's why we're so like blown away, the two of us, that we're offering close to 200 carats here. I mean, my goodness, even just to say that, a beautiful, genuine Morganite. This is GemSource at its very finest. This is sourcing around the world for the most unique, rare opportunity buys. And another great example, you're getting $1,000 off plus of what this exact necklace appraised for. And that's definitely something you want to take advantage of. And the 5 flex pays. And it also will qualify for our 9 months VIP financing with that HSN charge card. We're down to very final call here. I love pink.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're both pink girls. So I mean, to find this.
Absolutely. Okay, beautiful. We have 16 people who can get this. I wish we had more, so bear with us. And this is not one we can repeat to my knowledge.
No, this is a one and done and an opportunity buy. Now, we want to mention, coming up a little bit later on, our #1 most popular jewelry cleaner in the history of HSN, and that is Sparkle Sparkle. And we have the original configuration where you are going to be able to clean up to 400 individual pieces of jewelry, and it's as simple as